So y'all, I'm catching up on Married at First Sight, and I still plan on doing like a full review, but let me just say, them moving it to Peacock was the best decision they ever made. The pacing, the fact that we don't have to sit through 2 hours of unnecessary details. We don't have to suffer through them talking to the parents on the wedding day and wedding dress shopping and just things that don't matter. Clearly you don't, because I'm enjoying this so much more. Those hour episodes, I feel like they're perfectly equally balanced between all of the couples. Oh my goodness, I love the fact that they have older couples now. I love the balance of having like the senior couple, then we have like the middle-aged couple, and then we have, late 30s couple that are, I'm ready for kids type of couple. I feel like that sort of diversity is what's making this season so interesting, because we've seen the same young couple all the time, and half the time they're not ready. And it's just, I just like to see a different perspective. With that being said, Rhonda, ma'am, Pat is not your personal sidekick. He's not your personal pet. He's not your therapist. When she first brought up Pat not listening to her, I kind of saw where she was coming from. Like, I'm listening to what you're saying, but you're not taking in anything about me. I was on her side at first. But then it's like, anytime I hearing what you're saying and I'm trying to throw in, oh, I can relate to what you're saying because this is what I've experienced. All of a sudden, you're going to make it seem like, oh, you're making it all about yourself again. No, ma'am, that's how conversations go. Now, I understand if you're talking to someone and they always bring the conversation back to me, but am I changing the conversation by saying, oh, when you were a little kid, your uncle had dirty magazines hidden in his closet? Well, that's common because my dad had the same thing. That's not changing the conversation. I could see if he switched it around and just changed the subject and just completely turned it to himself. Clearly I have a lot to say about this season, y'all, because I didn't even mean to go on a rant like that, but just specifically on Rhonda and her situation, I feel like she's someone who is set in her ways and probably doesn't need to get married. She enjoys her own space too much. She enjoys doing things her way or the highway too much. Maybe her and Pat could have been special friends where he has his own place, she has her own place, and they meet up and hang out and then go back to their separate quarters. But yeah, I don't see this lasting.